Matthew Lawrence, thank you for being here, and congrats on making it to the Lucky Six on The Masked Singer.
Thank you.
We can finally call you Paparazzo out in
I
the
know.
open.
It's crazy.
How does it feel to have your identity confirmed after keeping it literally under wraps for so long?
Yeah, it's a big relief. I gotta be honest. Yeah, it's tough. You know, even people on the street, like I'd hear Paparazzo, and do I turn around? What do I do? I'm so nervous about this. But yeah, outside of my immediate family, nobody knew. I couldn't tell anybody.
Well, that's what we wanted to ask you about, because one of the biggest challenges we hear from Masked Singer contestants is keeping the secret.
Yeah.
You're famously close with your brothers. You have a bona fide music icon in your life with Chilli. Was there anyone who got a heads up on the sly, and who was the hardest to keep in the dark?
Okay, yeah. Well, my brothers and my girlfriend, they knew. They had to know because
Yeah.
I work with them, so they had to know what I was doing. And of
Where's
course,
he been all day? Yeah.
exactly. And my girlfriend, you know, I the funny thing is, when they called to ask me to do The Masked Singer, my first reaction was I can't do this, because I kind of have a stage fright issue. I really do, about, you know, singing in front of a large audience. And I was like, well, you know, I'm wearing a mask. This is a perfect opportunity to get over this. And they sent me this questionnaire of like, who's your favorite, you know, singer, and one of the questions was, what's the guilty pleasure song you sing in the shower? And as a joke, you know, because I always fall back onto comedy in any of these sort of situations, I was like, well, this TLC song, Unpretty. I mean, it's not, for a guy, it's a little tough to be like, I'm so done unpretty, you know, out in the public. So in the shower, it was my guilty pleasure song for like months when that song came out. And I did not think they were going to pick that because it was a joke. And then week 4, they come to me and like, guess what? You're singing TLC, Unpretty. But we can't get the rights, so you got to go ask your girlfriend if we can.
Oh, well, there you go.
Let's talk about the pressure. So now I had to go because her bandmate, Tiana, she's so sweet. She was like, of course you could sing it, but she wrote that song from her heart. So a lot of pressure, you know, to sing that song.
Do it
guys.
justice.
I mean, I wish you could see underneath the mask. Sweating bullets. I mean, I was literally like, I got to get through this.
Did you just imagine that you were in the shower?
I wish I could get there. No, I never got there. I'll tell you, the amazing thing about this show, though, is I did have that one lightning in a bottle moment, and it was, of all things, on Shrek night for Hallelujah. That was my big breakthrough moment. I had that moment where the fear went away, and I was actually able to sing for the audience, and I got that feedback, the same kind of feedback you get like on a sitcom set when you have a live audience and you tell a joke, and I caught the bug. It hit. And so, now I'm like a little parrot. People are saying, hey, can you sing this? We're like, la, la, la.
Yeah, you got to have that in your back pocket now.
It's
People
wild.
are going to be asking.
Oh, it's becoming an issue now. Now everybody's asking me to sing, and it still is an issue for me a little bit, so it's tough.
So we were going to ask what the response has been like since the unmasking. Did your phone just blow up immediately?
Yeah, it kind of happens.
Yeah.
It's so cool, though. I mean, everybody's been so great. Everybody on The Masked Singer, by the way, I just got to give a major shout out to them. They're so supportive. It's so fun. You can't take it too seriously, and they really set you up to win. I mean, they help you in any way possible. They've got incredible vocal coaches, and for someone like me as an actor who doesn't use this muscle a lot, people don't realize what it's like to go out and sing 1 minute and 45 of a song with choreography, with all this stuff on. If you're not a vocalist, it is incredibly challenging to pull that off. It's like going into a gym when you haven't worked out in 3 years and expecting to, you know, lift weights the same or run a treadmill the same that somebody else has been going every day. It is tough.
Even for someone who's a lifelong performer.
It is
it's not
tough.
the same
It is
thing.
not easy. Let me tell you, mad respect, you know, to the people that really are able to go out there and just do it. It's not easy.
Well, if your brothers knew, we know Joey already was on The Masked Singer as well.
Yeah.
So did he give you any solid advice along the way?
Yeah, he did. I can't say what, but all I can say is that I thought he was wrong, and I was like, no, and he was dead right.
So let's be honest. Did you also get some pro tips from Chilli? How did she react to your journey on the show and singing the TLC song? Of course, you said that she had to get a heads up about that, but
she did.
We
yes.
saw what you did there.
Hey, you know, she was so supportive in every aspect of my life. I mean, just the most supportive partner you can ask for. So sweet. Just went out of her way to help me. This one thing, I get it, just such a kick out of telling this story, because the fact that I was mentioned in the same sentence as this person, she was like, you know, I got to tell you, Prince once told me that when you go out there and perform, come out breathy and like so you can ease your way in and don't give it up too quickly because you're not out there a lot and you might lose your breath by the end of the song. And I'm like, you just mentioned me in the same sentence as Prince. Are you serious?
Yeah, easy for her to say.
Like, is this crazy? Am I living in some surreal world right now? Like, what is this? Because at home we're very humble people. Like, that's what I love most about her. She's this icon, this legend of the music industry. But at home, I mean, we're doing laundry and making dinner, and we don't ever really talk about the professional stuff. So this kind of brought us more together in the professional side. It's the first time we really actually talked about the professional side together. So it was kind of cool.
I mean, it was a secret to fans that you have this hidden talent, but it couldn't have been a secret to her. Do you ever sing together at home just for fun when the cameras aren't around?
In the car. A good song comes on, we'll start singing. And I'll tell you, that was their biggest response. She was like, I'm just so glad everybody knows now. Because I've been trying to tell people, and it's hard to tell people because, I say he's a good singer, and they just think I'm being a supportive girlfriend. And she was like, now they go, oh my gosh, you're right.
Now we all
wow,
know.
That's crazy. It's just so wild.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And, so many of us grew up with you watching Mrs. Doubtfire, Boy Meets World. Did any past co-stars reach out to you? We saw Danielle Fishel congratulate you.
Yeah, so from that cast, Ryder Strong, who, I was shocked because he never really comes up to me in this way. And I saw him at a work event, and he just came right up to me, and it was the sweetest thing. He was like, I'm watching with my son. And I'm like, and then Danielle, secretly, he goes, this might be Matt. And, dude, you can sing, man. And I was like, oh, dude, this means so much. And somebody like that you've known for so long that he had no idea.
Yeah.
Like, zero clue. The fact that he was genuine about it, that means so much. It's pretty cool.
That's awesome. And, quite a few fans guessed it was you under that mask all
Yeah.
season. Jenny McCarthy totally
she had
clocked
it.
you.
Yeah, she had it from the
And thanks to those revealing clues, that emotional package where you talked about your bond with Robin Williams was so heartfelt, and you shared that story before on your podcast. How did this experience bring you back to that time, and was there any new light shed on it for you?
I think here's the crazy thing, is that call it supernatural, call it whatever you want, but like I said, I had that moment in that song, and I think that sometimes things elevate you beyond even what you think you can accomplish, and that was one of those moments. There was definitely some tailwinds in that performance. Call it whatever you want.
A presence.
There was a presence there for sure, and it's amazing how that falls right into the way he was in my life when he was alive. He would call at the most unexpected time with the most spot-on information that I could possibly ever have from someone. And that was Robin, and he was just so compassionate and just so many other things as well.
So he was there with you that night?
Yeah, I think so. I really do.
Oh, that's so wonderful to hear.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So you already hinted at this, but what was your personal favorite song to sing this season? The Hallelujah?
Yeah, and again, shockingly so, because that was the last one I thought, because it was Shrek night, so you didn't really have too much of a choice, because there was only a handful of songs from that thing. So it wasn't like I could go in there with a big, here's 10 songs I love, what can we use? It was literally like, here's 2, but here's really 1. This is the one pretty much we got for you. So I was like, hallelujah. Oh.
That's a tall order.
I mean, that's a tall order. And my mom, she has her favorite rendition of it. So I was like, oh boy, and yeah, but so it just kind of fell into my lap. And luckily so, because it turned out to be by far my favorite moment on that show.
That's awesome. Yeah. And you said that performing in this way, singing in front of an audience like that, was a fear of yours that the mask helped you confront. So now that you've crossed that threshold, do you feel a little more comfortable letting us hear these pipes more often?
I might have my eyes closed at first and might kind of just be singing like this, but yeah, it really has to be. I mean, yeah, the story goes like this. I had a Broadway audition, almost 2 decades ago, and I was, really first running for it, and it was a big show, and I didn't know what I was up against. I flew to New York, and I'd been rehearsing to a track, not to with a pianist. I should have done that, and there was a pianist on stage, and I didn't know that they were going to pack the auditorium with really well-known faces. David Letterman and the guests that he was having on that night were front row, and it was packed, and I get out there, and I'm already nervous about this. I'm like, oh boy, this is bad. And the pianist starts playing, and he starts playing the harmonies. So when you have nerves and you're not prepared for that, I didn't know where he was in the song.
The melody's not quite there yet, yeah.
I didn't know where he was, and then it starts. I'm like, oh my gosh, I swear, I'm sorry, let me try this again. And then I go to sing, and nothing comes out. And it was one of those moments, it was literally like a movie, which is weird because I'm in movies, but this was a movie moment in real life where I literally run off stage. I hear the murmurs. It was bad. I blew a big opportunity. And for 2 decades, I lived in fear, and I said no to all these singing opportunities, and that was a mistake. You're not supposed to make decisions out of fear. You're supposed to conquer these things, and I'm not getting any younger. So, you know, the fact that I had a mask really was the saving grace. That was why I said yes. And then I could get into it too, because playing a character was my wheelhouse, right? Paparazzo, like I was upset because I was like, the darn clues. It was the only thing that got me. I was like, I wish they would give so many clues. I'm trying to be a character here. But it's all in good fun.
Where is the Paparazzo mask? Do you have to give it back, or
you do?
Oh,
you do. It's in
bad.
their warehouse of all the past contestants. Yeah.
Well, you have a Paparazzo mask in your heart.
I do.
Yes.
I do.
Well, now that you and Joey both have Masked Singer under your belts, pressure's on for Andrew to step it up and complete the trio.
Let's
Am
go,
I right?
Andy! Come on, we gotta get Andy on that show. He would do so well too. I think he'd be great. So they gotta have him on there.
I think so. And lastly, both Andrew and Chilli commented on your Instagram that you're the real winner in their eyes, and plenty of fans agree. Were you feeling that momentum as the season went on from the Hallelujah point on, or just taking it day by day? Did you not even want to go there? Like, I might win this thing.
Day by day. You're so isolated. I didn't know who anybody. I didn't hear anybody else. I had no idea. You're in a bubble. All I wanted to do was have a moment where I didn't have fear out on the stage, and I was able to accomplish that. I honestly did not think I was getting out of my group. That was a real reaction. Like, I literally fell over going like, this is hilarious that they've actually pushed me. I thought for sure I was at least going to have to battle or something. They pushed me through. I was blown away. So the fact that I made it out of my group was the win for me. I did not see that coming.
So what's next?
What's next? Well, back to work. I have our podcast, which has been, it's been awesome. It has opened up all these doors for us again. It's really connected us with our fans, and we're having all these new fans. And so our production company, we're making a TV show, and we're producing a film, and then I got something individual. That's with my brothers, and then individually I got something coming up in the summer that I'm really excited about, and moving forward.
And maybe some music.
Hey, if it comes my way, I'm not going to say no. I will definitely say yes to things like this.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time, and congratulations on a great run. We love hearing you sing, and looking forward to the next time.
Hey, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.